Hello everyone, so today I'm going to show you how to hand knit a hat or Santa hat or any kind of hat using whatever color you like. A hat that you can turn into a basket or a handbag or a shoulder bag. So here I use chunky merino wool, ivory and red colors. First, you are going to tie a knot and then you are going to make about 11 stitches, and that will fit an adult and a child. So you can do 10 or 11 stitches. And then you are going to make your first row by inserting the wool through the front loop, and you are going to go around until you reach the end of the stitch. So you're going to go around 11 loops. When you turn your yarn into a circle, make sure that you have the tail inside the circle. And now we are going to attach the ivory yarn with the red yarn using needle felting tools, and the tools you can find on Amazon. I'm going to post the link in my description. It's very easy to connect the two. It's wool, so you can easily connect it. I made a mistake here and I didn't cut the end of the ivory wool, so it's not completely covered with the red one, so I'm going to have to fix that later. It's very easy to fix. You just need to put red wool on top of the white and to poke it with a needle. And now we are going to make our second row all red. Make sure that you don't pull too hard because the merino wool is very delicate and it can easily break. But if it breaks, that's okay because that's an easy fix. Make sure the loops are big enough so you can easily insert the wool, and it won't be too tight. The hat will be smaller and too tight if you make them small. You can adjust it however you like. That's the great thing about hand knitting. You can easily fix it by pulling out the yarn out of the loop and then redo it. So now we're making our third row, and if you don't know where it ends, you can count your stitches as you go. So now we have 3 stitches, 2 of the red and 1 of the white. So now we have 3 stitches, 3 rows. And we are going to keep going until we reach the end. You can add as many rows as you like. If you'd like the hat to be bigger for adults, then go ahead and make more rows. But if it's for a child, then 3 or 4 rows is enough. I made 4 rows for my daughter because I ran out of wool. I would have liked to make one for myself, but it was I looked like a mushroom in the end. So if you'd like it more like a Santa hat, or instead of a mushroom hat, you can add more rows, like maybe 6 or 7 rows if you'd like it bigger. But for my daughter, I did 4 rows and then connected them all. And when I say 4, it means 4 red rows. I'm not counting the white. So now what you do is grab 2 loops and then insert the yarn into those loops, and you want to keep going until you reach the end. So you're going to insert the yarn through the left side of both loops. The looser the yarn, the bigger the hat. Just remember that. If you'd like it smaller, then you can make it a bit tighter, but it's not recommended as this type of wool can break easily. And that's it, we connected all of them. Now all we have to do is pull through that loop all the way and then connect the yarn into each loop until you reach the end, and then you can close it. Make sure it's tight enough. I try not to make it too tight here, which is a mistake, but it's because this wool is very fragile and it broke multiple times and I had to fix it, so that's okay. So now you are going through the holes to close it up and secure it like I did here, and then you are just going to insert that yarn inside the hat. Pull them through the yarn to tie it so it doesn't come out. And you're done. You just have to cut that piece. But the last thing that you have to do is see that tail, the ivory tail, you are going to connect it through those front loops until you can't see that tail anymore. Now you have the option to make it as a basket or a bag. So you can make it a bag by tying the yarn on each side of the bag. So in my next video, I'm going to show you how to make a giant pom-pom out of merino wool. Subscribe and like this video, comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you in my next one.